Well, hello there and good day. Thank you so much for joining me. I am FrostPDP, and today we're playing Baldur's Gate 3. This is Gale of Waterdeep, episode 47. I am joined, of course, by Ariel, who's blockading my keyboard at like she's known to do. So this is a message that I found in a bottle from Donnie to, to Donnie's dad, who apparently exists. Apparently, Donnie stole paper from the Druids. Zevlor says he got lost and that the old house is gone. All rivers find their way to the Styx. When they get it, can you write me back in Baldur's Gate, or maybe we can visit? So this is Donnie. He's a very quiet young man in the village, and he is now gone. Or at least he's on the road, and this is a message from Donnie. So, grubby bottle. Sure, we'll take that. So we're looting the Kuotoa. Now I've been having bugginess with the shovel. I switched it to Shadowheart. I gave it from Gale to Shadowheart, and now it's working. But it only seems to be working for some treasure chests. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. This is kind of buggy. Now we're picking up a bunch of gold one at a time. Except for the one pile of 72. And now Gale is encumbered, which is just fantastic. Let's give all our crossbows to Lae'zel. Each crossbow is 2.25 pounds. That's the message in a bottle. Yes. The ecstasy of murder. Let's see what a psychopath wrote. Once Baal's favor is quickened within one of his beloved murderers, the bliss of his love is nigh indescribable, for he blesses his loyal with a new sensation, a mindless, instinctual, primal sensation that comes from within the bowels, an erotic spasm that washes over the killer in the moment of murder. It is said that in that instant his divine essence can almost be tasted. Forsake all other hedonisms, acolytes, for nothing can compare. So the true ecstasies of murder wash over you, initiates. The scroll contains a prayer you may say after a kill, calling for the Lord's disgrace to find its course in your body. That's cheerful. Gold and a vampiric touch scroll. Cool. I already got that. Well, I was looking at like a tentative path up these mushrooms over onto this, and then over to this one, and then I saw that I could just walk there. So Gale has officially gone bald, by the way. He's bald in his character portrait now, which is just hilarious. It looks like the lead singer from Beast in Black. I don't have a picture ready because I didn't think that far ahead, but I'll try to find a picture for a later episode. And yeah. So I will now show you where you find... I looted, so I'm going to save. This little hole. You'd be forgiven for missing it if you missed it on your first playthrough. It's right in here. Where I am now going to, just for funds, jump up here. Then you can jump here. Then you can jump here. Then you can click the map. And it's right over in this little neighborhood. It's very hidden. We are going to go to the Myconid colony. Maybe. Stops trying to create custom markers and just teleports me there. Alright, so we leveled up, so stuff should be available for purchase, but real quick, we're gonna sell our loot. Shovel's friend finder. That is the Sickle of Buol, which, I mean, sounds like a nice little weapon for some people. We have lots of Buol's arms. And Lae'zel can ditch. I was about to say, what the hell is this? That. Okay. So light crossbow +1. Doesn't really help. Melf's first staff. Doesn't help much at all. And it's got acid arrow. That's nice. It's free acid arrow. It's a level 2 spell. It's free. But that doesn't really help much. Might not actually be bad for Will. What's Will got for a weapon right now? Kitten, you can't bite Daddy's hand. I'm sorry. She dangles. I know that's a thing for cats on TikTok. It's whether or not they dangle. And she will dangle. Will could... I don't know, man. You know, he mostly sits back in Eldritch Blasts. But if he was into melee for some reason... +1 bonus in attack rolls. +1 weapon enchantment. Karlach doesn't have a helmet, and this would probably count as a good helmet for her. You burn an enemy, you gain heat. That doesn't really help. This is 400. This is 630. Karlach already had... I mean, she has a crossbow. She's got... She's got the Ray of Fear and the Wounding Ray. Those are level 3 spells that I would use before I ever use... Well, no, not necessarily before I use Scorching Ray. Because Scorching Ray has 3 chances to hit. It's really not a bad headgear, to be honest. Well, this is kind of like a gearing up episode anyway, so... What I'm going to do, because I haven't done this sort of thing in a while, is... I have a campaign thing. I have a campaign notepad. Wee-hee. Okay, so we've done the dowry. We're gonna check the dowry off, because that's the thing. Gearing. Scorch head under dark. And we'll have a notepad ready for gearing notes, because that's a thing. Next, we're going to do shrooms.
I greet you, child of the sun. How has your search for the mushrooms fared? I was born with a propensity for arcane magic like human displays. It gave me the strength to resist the holy ring. Every waking hour I pushed back against its dire hold. My wizardry empowered me. The moment its control shattered, I fled. Before the colony discovered I had defected.
Gives Gale hope. You know, knowing what I know about the game now, if I had to do it all over again and someone had been able to give me the advice I would want, I would have just gone Dark Urge.
In the beginning, I had an arrangement with a lich. Excellent company, despite what one would expect. I required brains. He required souls. A perfect symbiosis. But our ambitions eventually splintered. I wished to better the world, and he preferred its rot. So I left his company, and thus I now feed from those who act against the society's goals. Perhaps the peoples of the Underdark will be less inclined to violence if they comprehend the cost, yes. These are fine specimens. It will only take me a moment to brew them to proper potency.
Omeluan turns away to prepare the potion, lost in its own musings.
You must drink the entire draught. I can make no promises as to its taste. It will lower the psionic defenses around the lava. If I cannot remove it, I may still be able to tell you more about its origin.
Potion is disgusting beyond description. The only mercy is that it goes down quickly.
Not a drop left. Very good. As the potion influences your mind, you may find yourself acting irrationally. Try and stay focused.
The world loses its edges, its final boundaries. You are fluid, but trapped like a creature suspended in amber.
Right, so I can get a 1d4 bonus from Blast. But I can also get a 1d4 bonus from Resistance, which is a cantrip. So why would I ever use Bless in this situation, game? It'd be interesting if it was a 1d4 plus 1 or 1d4 plus 2. And that would be a little unfair out of combat. It would be a little too nice. Wow. I want to point something out. My keyboard is lit up in such a way that there's one key that's red and other keys around it are orange. No, cat, you can't claw daddy's fucking wrist. No biting, no clawing. We're going to use resistance. We can also use an elixir of heroism, but we're not. I don't think it's that serious of a roll.
A few sparks and colors dance around Omeluan, but you stay steady and staring ahead. The temple spasms, ceases. It's fighting the potion even harder than you are. Fear pierces your mind like knives of ice.
I'm gonna need my inspirations.
A wave of psychic force batters your mind, cruel and calculating. You are nothing to it. You are small. The parasite swells with power. More power than you have ever felt before. It surges and twists, lashing out against that which would dare to intrude. The parasite in your mind quiets, pleased with itself.
Are you well?
That lava is like nothing I have ever observed before. Its power is unsettling. Such an outcome was not in my calculations. There is more to this being than mere stasis. Such crude destruction may not waylay a lava like this, but there is another possibility. I possess a ring of mind shielding. It prevents elder brains from noticing my presence. It will not remove the lava, but it will limit its influence, both positive and negative. I would offer it as a gift, but in truth, the ring is priceless. Is there anything you could offer me in turn?
I love how he's like, I want to give stuff, but
A fascinating topic indeed. What can you tell me? I am afraid you have not offered any information I do not already possess. Because removal seemed preferable to negation, and I must admit, I was curious to study the tadpole myself. My research is in perpetual need of funding. Yes, I am willing to accept your coin.
that's actually not a terrible club concept. Club staff concept. If you wield acid, fire, lightning, radiant, or necrotic, you become resistant to that damage for 2 turns. So in other words, every turn I'm firebolting, I'm hopefully dealing damage at least one of those 2 turns, and then I'm resistant throughout the combat. Pearl of Power Amulet. I'm curious what that does. Do I not have a web browser window open on this computer? That's really weird. No, I do. G3. What the hell is this thing called? Pearl of Power Amulet. Pearl of Power Amulet. Restore a spell slot of 3rd level or lower once per long rest. That's really damn good for Will, I'll tell you that much. And the ring is you have advantage on saving throws against Charmed. That's not necessary. That's good for Shadowheart. BG3 Ring of Mind Shielding. Is that really... Supposedly, this gives you a final... In the final encounter, if you wear it, it gives you an extra dialogue option. And I'd like to have that as an option, just in case. So I don't really want Creation's Echo. I don't really want the Spell Shade Spell Circlet. It's not terrible, but... And... What is BG? BG3 Reverberation is what? Effectiveness is -1 to Strength, Attacks, and Conservation for the remainder of the turn. And this is 2 turns of it. That only kicks in when you inflict the condition. Which granted Karlach would do. Why do I hear noise? There, it's gone.
Be ever vigilant of its growth.
Have you spoken with Scriss?
Yes, she is eager to go into fertility rituals.
Perhaps after I finish my research here, I'll join her.
I'm just looking at what Omelium's doing. Alright, so we got some shiny new toys. I mean, an extra dart for magic missile is nice. Ring for Shadowheart. Necklace for maybe Shadowheart. No, necklace for Will. Way better than Withering Dance. Because that right now, like, Pearlescent Restoration is is a bonus spell slot, which could be really damn useful in combat if I need spells. Although right now the only spells I really have are Arms of Hadar and Cloud of Daggers. I mean, Scorching Ray I have too. That's true. Darkness is alright. Hunger of Hadar is okay, but not fantastic. I mean, it blinds. It's like darkness on drugs. So this is +1 armor, and when you deal radiant damage, you cause a radiant shockwave. That could actually be pretty good for Shadowheart, believe it or not. Ring of Salving, boosts healing. Lizzo's got some pocket heals. Ah, god damn it. Yeah, run through it, Carlac. Great idea. You're gonna die from running through poisons. I really haven't used any magic, so I'm gonna short rest. Just to heal my team up a bit. Alright, so we've done Shrooms. Let's turn our quest in.
Greets you with a harrowing elegy. Cheerless as the music shifts, still melancholic, but now streaked with hope. Fragrant spores waft through the air. Your heart swells with bliss with your every breath.
Yay, we got rewards.
Your mind's eye spore shows you a drown, striding among Marketing Dale.
I'm more than happy to kill this, whoever he is, but tell me there's something in it for us.
You want once more. Your throat tightens, then relaxes. The air is serene, your mind untroubled.
The souls we seek now carry your spirit. I first named you Peace Bringer. I now name you King Spirit.
I'm coming along, just not fast enough. Any word on my people? I'm almost sorry to hear it. I hope to have the pleasure myself. There's plenty more guarding my people, but I'd say you've made a fine start.
Okay, so now we've done that. Let's save, because I'm neurotic and I don't want to lose 5 minutes of work. It's actually been a half an hour since I started this stream. I'm in a gear shop in between episodes. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like, share, subscribe, friend, follow, whatever buttons. Really does help the channel grow. It lets me know what you're watching so I can keep making more of it. I really do appreciate it from the very bottom of my heart. I am on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Discord, all those good things. Links are in the description down below. It's a Friday episode. I should have mentioned that up front. As always on this channel, pieces.